Wow, that was a phenomenal, phenomenal start. Ingrid, Ashton, Ida, all three of you, thank you so much for leading this program. I love this gala, and one of the main reasons is the students are doing all the work for us. So I was asked to explain our approach, but I think they've already done a really good job, because the very reason New York City Outward Bound School exists is to enable more students to have the experiences that they've described. The magic of Outward Bound, whether it's a 21-day course in the wilderness, or whether it's the work we do here in New York City, by bringing that magic into classrooms and taking people on our signature 1 to 5 day outdoor courses, that magic is what helps build that beautiful confidence, the curiosity that you are already seeing in our moderators tonight. So I'm going to start. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about exactly what we do as the nonprofit that supports these amazing students in schools. But I want to start with some images. So we're going to start with a video.
Learning feels most like an adventure when teachers give us abstract problems.
Being able to explore and also learn, not only like mentally, but also physically.
A new experience is an adventure. Anything that opens up a new perspective is an adventure. Challenging yourself causes you to create more neurons in your brain.
We're learning about a concept, we get to apply it in the real world.
Going out exploring and learning from other people is more experimental, and it brings out more knowledge and natural experience.
We get the chance to find ourselves or find other people, and then if you fall, you get back up stronger the next time.
Being able to build a strong community with the people I'm working with.
Someone has to choose to dare, bring their full self into an experience. That person is committed to the pursuit, is committed to persisting in that experience, and charting their own growth in it.
Being able to connect it to their own lives in some way. So it's a journey in that sense where you're figuring out, how does my world connect to what I'm learning in class?
And it helps you think of like why things happen, how people used to think about things thousands of years ago, and how we've developed to this point. And it helps you think about like the future and what you could do to keep pushing that thinking.
So my tag said, ask me why I have the best job in the world. I think the students we've met, and that video tells you, that's the kind of education we want for all of our students. Whenever I go to any of our schools, I wish I had gone to that school, and then I wish that my 2 children had gone to that school, because the social and emotional aspects of it and the crew and the connection is the foundation, not only of academic success, but also of a successful life. So I'm really honored and touched to be here and to be the CEO here, following in Richard's footsteps. But what I'm going to take 1 minute to do is, previously people have said, we get the magic, we can see the impact, but what do you actually do? And so I want to describe that a little bit. And at its core, it's professional development to educators. That's the majority of what we do. And we do that for educators in over 100 schools. We help them to implement the advisory structure, which is crew, and we help them do the practices for the deeper learning that you saw in the video and the students described. And we do that in the same way that of the kind of education we want, was experiential. So it's a lot of peer learning, it's a lot of bringing educators together, and I've been able to go to our symposiums and to our communities of practice and to our training days, and they are as joyous and as fun and as challenging, actually quite hard, especially if, where's Ingrid? Especially if Ingrid is running one of them. And you get so stretched as an educator, as a CEO. Every time I go, I say, I just had another lesson in leadership. Because it really stretches your capacity. It makes you believe you can do the vision of progressive education that you've always wanted to, but is hard. So that peer support helps educators and administrators keep up the really difficult and challenging but essential work. And it's through training, but it's also through peer support. So that's the professional development part. And the city, we're very lucky that the city funds the cost of over half of this work, but the reality is that the quality that we provide relies a lot on philanthropic support as well. So I'm very grateful that you're all here today to help us do that. Now, you also have heard that we work directly with students outdoors. I'm told we're one of the only nonprofits that works both directly with educators and administrators and with students. And that gives us the incredible joy of working with Ingrid, Ashton, Ida, and 22,000+ other students. But it also helps us learn directly about what it takes to be doing this kind of work. So we take students outdoors. We have this incredible team of instructors. Every time I'm out on course with them, I'm just so amazed at what they can do with students in really tough circumstances. I'm like, if I had done that, I would have been a better parent for sure. And they take students out on this signature 3-day backpacking. Now, for those of you who are serious outdoor people, that might seem not a big deal. But for many of the students, it's their first time leaving their borough. So to be out in the woods, you know, having your Jason experience, as I talked about last year, I think, being away from your family is really hard. And it takes an incredibly strong group of instructors to be able to accompany students through challenge and to give them just the right amount of support. So it's not just camping. I think it was the leaders team that said, oh yeah, we realize when we take them camping that the outward bound experience is an entirely different thing. So the last thing I want to tell you about is our newest program. I'm very excited about it. It's called Base Camp to Career. And it's a 6-week paid internship program with us over the summer in which students are going to get college credits from Lehman College. And they're going to learn how to do youth leadership even better. They're going to get paid college credits, experience, and it's not just for those students, because when they go back to their schools, they're going to be part of designing and delivering crew in their own schools. So the ripple effect will go on to thousands more students. So, and they'll be equipped to respond to the mental health needs. They'll get mental health training. They'll be equipped to guide their younger peers through moments of challenge and growth. So 1 year into this role, my adventure has just begun. But thank you for being here with us to make sure that it can extend to thousands more students.